viewers, and welcome once again to the Movie Mad channel. It's James here. Today, it sounds like one of these public safety announcements. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about important films and why we have to do it. And I've got a few to show you. So, what are we gonna? Why do we have to import films? I've always wondered this, and I know it's probably because of licensing and things like that. But I just don't understand why really, I don't want to say common movies, but really popular movies don't seem to get a Blu-ray release in the UK. Now, some of them do eventually, and some of them don't. Like I've had that happen. I've had that happen recently. In fact, I'll show you an example. So I imported a Ray Liotta film from Amazon Germany because it did not have a UK release, and this was about 2 years ago. I think I got this one, and it is unlawful entry. But just recently, I believe there has been a UK release of unlawful entry in the UK. But that doesn't always happen. There's a number of films recently that I've had to import quite a lot, in fact. Like Bat 21 from Amazon Spain. What other ones? I've got a pile here, and some of these were done for me, which was really nice. So, The Ring, Larry sent me. I don't think you can get a Blu-ray of The Ring in the UK. This is the remake with Naomi Watts, who's a great actress, and I think this is a great film. So I wanted to have that in the collection, and Larry kindly got that for me. Now, this is the other one. It seems to, I don't know if it's true or not, but it seems to be. It can't be. It can't be. I'm thinking it's down to certain actors or actresses, but it can't be. This is just one example. A lot of Demi Moore films you can't see me get in the UK. For example, Indecent Proposal. Larry sent me this one, the American copy of G.I. Jane. And those are just two examples, but there's other ones. I think you can't get Striptease in the UK. And I have just picked up another Demi Moore, Michael Douglas movie from my pickups. So let's just go ahead and show you them. Or I will in a second, but it's just, I just don't understand why we should have to import movies to get the ones we want to watch. It makes it more difficult, and I would prefer to have the English language versions if possible. But there are some advantages. You know, before the Blu-rays always came in these thin cases, that was an advantage for space. And quite often, Amazon Germany have some great deals on it. I don't really see these deals happening in the UK. Like they usually have 3 for €15, or 3 or 6 for €30, or 5 for €25, and you don't seem to get that over here. So that being said, I seen a deal for 3. I think it was for €15, which works out about £18 delivered. And when I was feeling rich on payday, I ordered 2 lots of them. That was my lot for the month of my purchases. So they've just came, and I'll show you what I have. So as I was saying, this one, I quite like this movie. It's reverse sexual harassment, isn't it? Or it's still sexual harassment, but this was quite controversial then because it was a woman doing the sexual harassment, wasn't it? I think she was in the position of power and tries to get Michael Douglas fired because he won't put out, shall we say. But I remember watching this movie and thinking it was actually pretty good. I liked the bit where how they eventually how he eventually wins the case as well. So probably back then that was quite groundbreaking. So as you can see, it's Disclosure. Next, I haven't heard of this film. Well, I have heard of it, but I've never seen it. I don't know if there's a UK release of this one, so correct me if I'm wrong. And it's A Simple Plan with Bill Paxton, Billy Bob Thornton, and Bridget Fonda. And I really liked the look of that cast, and I thought I'm going to take that one because I don't think there is a UK Blu-ray of this one. Again, if I'm wrong on any of these, please correct me. So I would like to tell you about it, but it's all in German, so I can't. Now, the next couple, you can get them over in the UK, but they're out of print, which means the prices on them are quite excessive compared to £6, which is what I paid for each of them. So this one's a Quentin Tarantino movie that I've never seen, and it's called Death Proof. It's got Kurt Russell in it. Again, one of my favourite actors, and I've had to import a couple of his as well. Which ones? I've had to import Soldier. I've had to import another one. What was the other one? I'll tell you just now. As with the other one, that was given to me by Larry, and it's Breakdown in the Blu-ray, but they've just released Breakdown on 4K now, haven't they? So there you go. But a lot of these, I can't see a lot of these coming out. The occasional one does get UK released, but you have to wait a long time. So I'd rather have them in my collection. And if they do come out in the UK, then I will try and pick up the UK version when it's at a reasonable price. See, this one is already out here, but I think it's out of print and it's £15 in CX. So for £6, I'll take the German version for now. If I happen to come across it or it lowers in price, then I'll take that. I'll take that and upgrade my copy. What was the other one I picked up that was out of print? Well, again, it was out of print. It was selling for about £12 on eBay. And I quite like this movie. It's the story of United 93, the plane that the passengers rebelled on and took over, and it still crashed during the 9/11, 9/11. So when I seen this in the £6, my Blu-ray player just decided to open and shut for some unknown reason. So when I seen it in the three for €15, I thought, why not take it? Because that's a £4 saving. Getting the Death Proof, and I'll probably be getting some others. Yeah, I could have saved if I'd ordered these all together. I could have saved like £3 on the postage, and it would have meant they were closer to £5 each. But I ordered one set, and then I seen another one which was Death Proof, and I wanted to get it, and I thought I'll add another two to that, so I did. And this is one of the other ones I added. Now it's Negan, or Danny, as you know him from Grey's Anatomy.
John Winchester.
Yes, John. Is that his actual name, or is that a character?
That's a character.
He's John Winchester in what? Supernatural. How did I guess? So, but he's really Danny from Grey's Anatomy first, though, isn't he?
I don't actually.
He is. He's in Grey's Anatomy before Supernatural.
Well, Supernatural came in 2005.
Yeah, but he wasn't in it to start with, was he?
Yes. He's like in the first episode.
Is he?
Yes.
I'd have to look. So I call him Danny from Grey's Anatomy, but this one doesn't have a UK release. So while I was getting the United 93, or one of them I spotted that I really wanted, I thought I'm going to add the postcard killings into that as well, because you can't get it over here, and why not add it to the collection? And I also picked up It's Robert De Niro, is it? In Insomnia, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's Al Pacino. Sorry, it's Al Pacino. Sometimes I get it mixed up. I'm thinking now. Yes, it's Al Pacino, Robin Williams, in Insomnia. And I remember watching this a really long time ago and thinking it was a great movie. But again, you can't get it over here. So what's that? 6 movies I picked up from Amazon Germany, all in import. 4 of them you can't get over them. 2 I've done it for price, and I've shown you the other ones from Demi Moore. Now you can import from other places, like you can get them from eBay. There's a guy called the Rare Film Shop where I picked up a few on there, but I just like to have the UK releases, but it just doesn't seem to happen. And I have got a couple of other pickups to show you. Where I got from CEX the other day, but I'm going to save them for another time because I'm talking about imported movies on this one. But I did get a movie sent to me again by Larry, which has been on my watch list for absolutely ages to get. I couldn't find it anywhere, but Larry managed to find a copy on. It looks like a Spanish release of the movie, and I've already watched it, and that is Hell in the Pacific with Lee Marvin and Toshiro Mifune. And I'll talk a little bit about this movie. When I was watching it, if you don't know the story, it's 2 soldiers who end up on an island alone. One American, one Japanese, and they start off fighting, trying to kill each other, but eventually they work together to build a raft and maybe escape the island. So the thing is, there's only 2 characters in the entire film, and the acting in this is really, really good. Now, I probably should have said spoiler alert at the start of this, so I'm going to say it now because I'm going to discuss the ending and a few bits in there. So if you haven't seen Hell in the Pacific, I would skip this bit, okay, and just move on, because I don't want to ruin it for you if you've not seen it already. I might have already done that. Sorry. With the raft bit. So, what happens is you get to the end of the film, they get to another island, and it looks like a Japanese abandoned outpost, or it's been conquered by the Americans, or it's been taken over, but it's abandoned. And Lee Marvin's character finds a magazine, a Life magazine, and it shows a lot of pictures and it shows a lot of defeat in the Japanese army. And while they are building the raft and while they are going to go, I think they forget that they're actually enemies. Because, they're just 2 people. We can't have a war between 2 people, and they get on and they learn to survive together. But when Japanese Toshiro Mifune sees the Life magazine, he sort of remembers the anger and really that they're enemies, and there's no real talking. You can just see the look on their faces that they realise they're enemies again, but they don't want to be, and they've got a mutual respect for each other, and that seems to be all done by the acting and the facial expressions, and I just think it's a great part of the film. The Blu-ray itself has got a great picture in some parts when they're on the ocean, things like that, but right at the start, the picture quality isn't great, but I think that must be due to the source material on there, because otherwise they would have cleaned that up like they cleaned up the rest of it. But I really enjoyed the film, and I used to watch this all the time. It was on Sunday afternoons, and I completely forgot what happened at the end. And again, spoiler alert, if you've not seen this, there is an alternative ending, and I think the alternative ending is better for me. I won't say the reason why, because I don't want to ruin it. If anyone's seen this film, or The Hell in the Pacific, I'm sure you have, and you have seen the alternative ending, please put your thoughts on it and what you think about it in the comments, please, so we can have a wee discussion about it. But I didn't want to ruin it for anyone on here. So that's my short video for Wednesday after work. Got my 6 pickups from Amazon Germany and a great present from Larry. One that I really want to add to my collection. I feel that all the movies I've just added to the collection are quality. Ones that I'll watch, ones that I'll really enjoy. And I have been doing the one in, one out policy. But when I did clear out like maybe 30 or 40 Blu-rays, and I thought, well, I didn't really need to do the one in, one out now, but I'm actually full again. So I'm going to need to think about that and think about what ones I am going to clear out, because I've got 8 there, so I should really try and get rid of it. But it's getting harder and harder. I don't have a lot of space to keep with me. There's lots of people that have got more space than me. And the truth is, I didn't want to. But I've got to, for one in, one out, I've got to make a wee bit of effort. Or Polly Pockets or something. Alright? Okay, well that's say for the new subscribers, I've got a couple lately. Thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing to my channel. And for my existing ones, I really appreciate it. I'm closing in on the 900, so hopefully I'll get there at some point. And we can talk about even more movies. So thanks guys, and I'll catch you next time.